Cause I bleed red, white, and blue, y'all bleeding anger and hate.
Holding in the way, that's what I heard them say. They used to heed the words he said, but that was yesterday. Gold will turn to gray, and youth will fade away. They'll never care about you, call you holding in the way.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Old Men in Chairs. Like I've mentioned many times, I watch a lot of reaction channels. I do it because I enjoy it. I also do it because I'm always scouting for new material that I can react to. Lately, I haven't been quite as excited about the music that's come out. I loved Tom MacDonald's song last week, Dirty Money. Still waiting for Raw Thought 6. But beyond that, I'm not finding a lot of stuff that I can sink my teeth in. I haven't jumped onto the Ren craze. I just haven't found the song that speaks to me yet. I know he's very popular. Ever done an NF reaction? Same thing. Doesn't really speak to me. But while watching my friend Ray at Vibe Reactions this morning, he put up a song from Ryan Upchurch, which is 5 years old. But boy, does it ever talk about today. It's called Bloodshed, and let's hear a little bit of it. By the way, I didn't know when I first did a Ryan Upchurch what that RHEC on the back of his shirt means. Now I do. Raise hell and eat cornbread. Love this guy.
And I don't wanna cast no stone, but I feel like I'm sitting on a throne that's about to self-implode. In a house made of glass that is already cracked and destruction's coming fast. And I see no love, I see no pride, I just see blood on our home flags. Yeah, on our own grass. Church. I woke up this morning, flipped the TV on, and I see a civil war in the country I call home. American flags, Confederate flags, and Nazis with swastikas. Hate groups throwing piss cause they're mad at a monument. Represents a time when we advance from mistakes. Now you're making the mistake by taking that out of place. You're stomping and spitting on it like you just whooped someone's ass. You fucking degenerate, get your lazy ass off the grass. This ain't a statue of slavery, do you see any slaves? All I see is some idiots cause of social media craze. What, you gonna catch me outside? Yeah, well come catch your fade. Cause I bleed red, white, and blue, y'all bleeding anger and hate. And
You bleeding anger and hate. 5 years ago, this was actually written in response to the events in Charlottesville, Virginia. You may remember there was a big rally there of people who want to tear down monuments and erase our history. And Ryan has taken a strong stand against that. But you can't help seeing the video there of a young man getting a rifle ready without thinking of Kyle Rittenhouse. And of course, I had to take exception with what Tom MacDonald said in his most recent song where he kind of dissed Kyle and said he wasn't a hero. There's been some pushback on that. And what disturbs me is that it plays into a stereotype that the powers that be were trying to push that somehow Kyle was racist, even though the people that ended up getting shot were all white. But I'm afraid that narrative was somewhat successful because when I watch black reactors and that line comes up, they kind of nod their head in agreement as if Kyle was some kind of horrible racist. I don't think there was anything racist about the whole incident. He was just trying to protect property from a bunch of lawless looters. I don't know if they were black or white. A lot of them were white. A lot of Antifa were white, the people that caused most of the trouble at these riots. So it wasn't anything about race. It was about, let's stop these people from destroying our town. We've gotten to the point in a lot of towns, a lot of blue towns, where the police are either told to stand down or for whatever other reason, they're refusing to protect property. And if you don't step up and protect property, other people are going to do it. And I would rather call those people's heroes than anything else. Very strong statement here from Upchurch.
yeah, well come catch your fade. Cause I bleed red, white, and blue, y'all bleeding anger and hate. And I don't wanna cast no stone, but I feel like I'm sitting on a throne that's about to self-implode. In a house made of glass that is already cracked and destruction's coming fast. And I see no love, I see no pride, I just see blood on our home flags. Yeah, on our own grass. And thinking you the man with a communist flag just waving at your hand. Bitch, I'll start a militia when the government crashes and light a fire under y'all's anti-American asses. Because y'all think y'all can run this country just smooth as molasses. You got people with signs saying that Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, but my life matters as well. Y'all trying to get to the swimming pool, but you stuck in the well. And you can shout and can yell, but no one's gonna come help when you out tearing up a city that your city helped build. And how your kids gonna learn from mistakes we made in the past when you erasing that shit like you wanted to relapse. And I don't wanna
taking Antifa up by name and calling them some not very nice things. And you got to remember, this was early on, 2018, long before the riots of the summer of 2020, the George Floyd riots and all the crazy things that happened in some of these blue cities, Minneapolis, Portland, Seattle, Kenosha, Wisconsin, where Kyle got involved. This was early on, and Upchurch saw it for what it was, and he called it out.
Made in the past when you erasing that shit like you wanted to relapse. And I don't wanna cast no stone, but I feel like I'm sitting on a throne that's about to self-implode. In a house made of glass that is already cracked and destruction's coming fast. And I see no love, I see no pride, I just see blood on our home flags. Yeah, on our own grass. Yeah. From the outside looking in at all the shit that's going on in the world, man, in a perspective of mine, it's kind of like you're sitting in a field with tall grass and it just rained, and you got bald tires, and you're on the acceleration so much that you ain't going nowhere. And if you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. So we gotta move together as a country to get to the next destination.
Love that message. We ain't going nowhere if we're all just going to be at each other's throats and fighting and feuding. We're in one car, and we are stuck in a wet field with bald tires right now. And we have to somehow get over the divisions and work together to bring this country back to what it used to be. And I'm old, but I remember a whole different world than the world we're living in now. And it was a better world. People got along. People respected each other. People respected our history, our flag, our Constitution. I'm old school on this shit.
Going nowhere. So we gotta move together as a country to get to the next destination. And I don't wanna cast no stone, but I feel like I'm sitting on a throne that's about to self-implode. In a house made of glass that is already cracked and destruction's coming fast. And I see no love, I see no pride, I just see blood on our home flags. Yeah, on our own grass.
Yeah, we're sitting in a house that's already cracked and everything is about to implode. And Ryan saw it 5 years ago, and many are seeing it today. This is the type of song I want to see more of. I can't help but be suspicious that the reason we're not seeing more of these songs is because of the censorship policies, which are so strong at the dominant media companies. People are afraid to speak out. They're afraid to react to songs that they sense might get them into trouble because they tread on sensitive topics. And this is no way to live. This is not the right way to go. Whether you agree with Ryan or not on everything he said, at least he's got a strong opinion. At least he expresses exactly how he feels. Nice job, Ryan.
Holding in the way.